Why bother with artificial intelligence when you can have naturally occurring stupidity in real life? You're tuned to the art of engineering, and I'm VK2 NAP. That's not allowed phone for obvious reasons.
But Chris, what will happen to me? How will I survive? I am so angry. You better watch your back. I have found you on QRZ. I know where you live.
My name is Dylan. And
GTH is
Ballarat. Hi folks, it's been a very busy start to the year. I'm back in the classroom, and so radio is going to not take a back seat, but I'm certainly not going to have as much time to make videos. I wanted to try getting on the QRS Net. My mate Chris has said a better way of describing it might be more a QRS party, because we're all over the band segment that we're operating on and having a great old time. I will link to my video that I did on the QRS CW party or net, the QRS rag chew, and you can find out all about it, but it seems to be going from strength to strength. CW seems to be becoming a lot more popular, which is a really great thing to see. A lot of people are giving it a crack, and that interest in CW Morse code is largely down to Mark Bosma. Mark's been running the rag chew for a good number of years. It started over in WA, puts a huge amount of work into the newsletter and also just keeping the whole operation running. So thank you, Mark, for all the hard work that you put in.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
I try and get on Tuesday nights. I don't do a lot of operating, but I usually try and get at least one or two slow CW contacts in. And this afternoon, I did just that. Had a great old rag chew with VK2 DLF, George. So it was George to George on CW.
You've been watching The Art of Engineering. Don't forget to hit subscribe, make sure the little bell icon's been ticked, press the like button and tell us what you really think in the comments. Then go do some radio in real life. You've had your little vicarious fix. Do it for real.
Here goes nothing.
Let's try the end-fed half wave. Da-di-da-di, da-da-di-da. Da-di-da-di, da-da-di-da.
Num num. Birdie num num.
What in the world is that?
I can't imagine.
Da-di-da-di, da-da-di-da. Da-di-di-dit, dit-di-di-da. Da-di-da, di-di-da-da-da. Di-da, da-da-da, dit. Da-di-di-da-dit. Da-da-di-da. Di-da-dit, di-di-dit. And da-di-da. Yes.
it's George. Good evening. George, it's George. You've got a good signal tonight. By RST 5.
Then I actually listened to a bit of a rag cheer that was happening between Drew Diamond, VK3XU. I would have loved to have had a chat to him, and I'm hoping one day to catch him again. I actually did catch him one time and didn't realize who he was until after the actual QSO, which was really annoying, because I would have liked to have told him what a fanboy I am. My power supply that lives under here is care of Drew Diamond, and various other bits and pieces in this shack are also care of Drew Diamond and his wonderful series of books, which are just here. Radio Projects for the Amateur, volumes 1 to 4. I've got them all here and I'm reading them all of the time. After the CW contacts, I got out the microphone because I thought, I'm not racist to modes. I like all the modes, FD8, CW is my favorite. But we got the mic out and we worked the tail end of the Blue Mountains net. And Steve, a VK2YE, gave me a signal report. And then I also was lucky enough to have a chat to Dave, a VK2 DPA, and also Trevor, VK3 AGX. They were all nice enough to give me signal reports and have a bit of a chat to me. Trevor actually pointed out that my microphone sounded like it was very echoey, and as it turns out, I had the mic sort of over here and I was speaking from over here, which is really silly. I'm supposed to speak past the microphone. That helped things, but it still needs a tweak. So we need to play around with the audio on this thing. But at the moment, having way too much fun doing CW and the odd bit of FT8 as well. To round the evening out, went to the bottom of 80 meters and heard an F call sign. And I thought it might have been a French station. As it turns out, the station that was calling was FK8IK, Mike or Mick, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, MIC, which is actually a New Caledonian station, a couple of 1,000 kilometers away. He gave me a 599, I gave him a 599, pounding, huge signal, pounding into Sydney. Well, alas, I didn't actually get a copy of the QSO. And there you have it. That's Mike on 3512. It's nice to catch a little bit of DX on the 80 meter band. And that's my evening. And I've just been told, although it's usually my day off tomorrow, I am working tomorrow. So that is today's video. It's a short one. I'm hoping the next one will be a lot more interesting. I'm hoping to get a bit of time this weekend, maybe to do some more work on my SOTA rig. I now have a receiver, a direct conversion receiver that works. I now have a transmitting section that works. And the next part of the project will either be thinking about how I'm going to marry the transmitter and receiver together for the switching, or because I've got such a large box to put in fact, I'm going to go grab the box and I'm going to show you. This is the box that I plan on putting my SOTA rig in. I know it's quite heavy and hefty and everything else, but it's not too big to chuck in a backpack and take to the top of a mountain. And the plan is to have the battery in here, also have a jack on the back if I want to operate it without the battery, key lock to open it so you can take the battery out and in if you need to replace it. And I'm hoping that it'll be a channelized rig. And I'm also thinking I'm going to probably put a 49:1 unan in it, as well as a normal outlet for a center fed antenna. So we'll have provision for an end fed, for a center fed dipole configuration. And I'm thinking about a project that Drew Diamond has in one of these books here. I don't know which volume it is, but it's going to be an audio SWR meter. Thinking that'll be pretty snazzy. And then if there's room in the case, I am so tempted to not only have a channelized version of the rig, but also use my DDS VFO with an analog scale in this thing as well, and have complete frequency agility as well. I'm just thinking, I'm just going to fill this case with lots and lots of things because I think it'll be a lot of fun. I don't know how well it'll work, but it'll still be a lot of fun. Thank you for sticking around right to the end of the video. I was thinking about having my avatar co-host come in as well. I've been told that those hosts are a little bit fake, even faker than me. 7-3, and I will see you in the next episode of The Art of Engineering.